Good morning. You came unplugged, so I got to go over there and plug you back in. Hang on just a second. Hi, Sherry. Okay, we're back in business. Hopefully. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Sandra. Melanie. Why is it when you come on here you have an itchy nose? I don't know. Maybe that's only me thing. So how's everyone today? Good? I'm okay. Really worked my hiney off yesterday. Stitching anyway. And laundry, of course. But today I was like, oh no, what am I gonna work on? I don't know. So I'm gonna go with easy. Easy. So I can not rip out. You're awake, Sandra. Yeah, it's early there. Getting ready for those kiddos. Getting ready for those kiddos. So I thought I would show you what I did yesterday. I still didn't put borders on Singing in the Rain. I have a problem when it comes to borders. Hi, Lisa. How are you feeling? Better, I hope. Good morning, Jess. On break. So I thought I'd show you what I did. I did not put borders on there. I didn't feel like borders. When it gets to borders, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. I think they're boring. So I prolong them, but definitely today. Today I am going to do it this afternoon. I look for any excuse in the world not to do it. So yesterday I was trying to clean off my cut table, which I'm not done. Obviously you can see right there. Because it was a hot mess. Still a hot mess, but a hot mess under organization, right? So I said, well, I was going to cut scraps. That was the plan. And hi, Deb. That didn't happen. Well, it kind of happened a little bit. I did well, but I started before that. I said, oh, let's do the summer moon blocks that I started the other day. So I did all 3 of those, right? And then I started cutting scraps, and I said, well, I'm cutting scraps. I might as well do 3 more blocks, right? So I did the next ones. I did these. So that was pretty productive, I think. I think I was going good yesterday, unlike today. I need a cattle prod today. Wonder if my brother's got one. I bet he does. So I did those yesterday. And then the vintage Christmas, I said, oh, I'm cutting more scraps. Well, let's do another block of them. So I did this one. It's supposed to be a poinsettia. Doesn't really look like a poinsettia to me, but maybe if you squint. And then I said, well, since I'm cutting more scraps, let's do another block of them. So this was the next one. I don't remember what it's called. Reindeer hooves. Reindeer hooves block. So I did that. And then I started to pit her out. So this morning when I got up, I started cutting blocks again, or cutting scraps again. And I said, oh yeah, I got to send Randy a red, white, and blue block. So, and I kind of messed this block up, but I think I recovered nicely. And it's a 12.5-inch block. Wow, those are huge when you're used to doing 6 and 3 and whatever. I haven't done a 12.5-inch block in a minute. So I did this one for him. I'll send that off to him probably today. Take it down to the post office and send it off to him. So I did that. And that's as far as I've gotten. Hi, Marie. You're prepping for What's Up Wednesday. Yeah, everybody's got to check you out at noon Eastern, right? You're listening while you're prepping. Well, hello to you and have a great live. I'll be there. Hi, Donnell. So that's basically everything I got done. Pretty productive, I thought. Although my scraps are still a mess and I haven't really dealt with them too much, but there's always today. After borders, which I really don't feel like doing, but I'm going to do it just to have that top done. I don't know what it is with me and borders. So, I don't want to do anything too difficult on live because I'm feeling like my head's not in it today. I don't know why. A little bit of a headache, I think. I don't know. So, the Unity quilt along that I'm doing through Primitive Gatherings, that's a year-long quilt along. Been doing these little bad boys. So now she gave us another clue to put them together. So I thought, well, that'll be easy enough. I can lay a few out and stitch them together. We'll see. She said the orientation doesn't matter, but oh, whoa. Sorry, guys. Do not put that there. Put it over here. So we'll just do that. Lay out a couple of blocks here. And it's supposed to be very scrappy, so just kind of laying it out. Otherwise, I will sew it every which way you're not supposed to. And this one goes like this. Basic 9 patch, really. Okay. Like that. A couple more different ones. Good morning, Joe. How are you, my friend? How's our little bunny doing? Goes like that. And we'll put a gray one. There we go. See if I can do it without dumping it. Oh, not bad. You only have to make like 100 million bajillion of these, so does that look right? That's center one. Yeah. Yep. We're good to go. Move it, yeah. Things you have to do to improvise when you're shoved in a corner. Oh, last night was purely torture for me. Torture. Um, Sophia's going to the prom on Friday. So we had to go to the mall with all the people and get a dress. It's torture. Ugh. So I endured. We went to the mall. She tried on probably 5 or 6 dresses. And I was pleasantly surprised that she wasn't picking out this, the ones that are a little too old and revealing because she is only 14, right? Hi, Randy. I already showed the block I'm sending to you. I hope you need some more red, white, and blue ones. If you don't, I don't know. Put it in another quilt. But it's coming. You know. So whatever you want to do with it. Okay, good. You want me to make you another one? You need 2? I got some scraps here. I could do it. I could do that today instead of borders. I'm just kidding. I will whip you up another one if you want. I have them. They're actually from a swap I had many moons ago, like 2000. We all swapped blocks and they were all different blocks, and you just cut the pieces out and put them in a bag and let that person, whoever got them, sew them together. So they're all cut. I could whip you up another one. Not a problem. Because I really have no plans for them. So maybe I'll do that. Whip you up another one and take them to the mail before 5. So what was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. I was talking about the dresses. Yeah. So she finally settled on one. It's pretty. So, but it was pure 2 hours of torture. Really. I am not a shopper. Everything's online. Boop, boop, boop. But we made it through and she was happy and got it done. So that is the prom update, which is Friday night. Feels like every weekend is something. Last weekend it was Addison's 5th grade dance thing, which was, she just ended up with like a sundress. She looked really cute. I could show you a picture. They looked adorable. Her and her cousin. Her and her cousin looked really cute. They had a good time. So they're getting so grown up. Oh, here's a good picture of them. funny. It's funny. The blonde looks just like her mother did. If I showed you a picture of her mother at that age, carbon copy. And Addison, the brunette, carbon copy of her mother. It's really almost eerie. Because when I look at them, that's who I see. Obviously, they're their own little people, but they look just like their mothers. Whew. And kind of act like them too. That's humorous to me. So they had a good time at their little dance, and now we just have the prom to go through every weekend. I haven't even made it to camp yet. We're hoping this weekend we could at least go down there and finish cleaning. Maybe be able to stay Saturday night. That would be nice. It's been one thing after another. I don't know. So what's everybody else up to today? Anything exciting? Could lay out another black one and do 2 at a time. That would be productive. Very productive. I was just very happy that she picked out a dress that wasn't. Whew, some of those dresses were like, gosh, I'm going to say no to that, and I'm going to say no to that one. They're really like, I don't know, street. There he is. It's the male Levi. All right. See if we can get black or 2 sewn up. Ugh, my foot feels like it's 50 miles away. Not much going on here. Another block for Randy, Hexies, and a Drunkard Path box. Yeah, I'll whip them up another one. And I really gotta put those borders on. Quit procrastinating about it. Next week, we might be quilting from the kitchen table. I have so many tops. And of course, can't have my frame set up because the girls are in that room. And it's a 12-footer, so I really have nowhere else to put it. So for now, we might be moving this machine over there. Although, thinking about it, this has what, a 7, I don't know, 7, well, let's see, 20, 21 and a half. It's got about a 7-inch throat space. Now my Bailey machine has an 18. What I should do is go get it, set it up, and put it on the table, because that'll give me 12, right? 12-ish. That's what I should do. That would be, because, the more throat space you have, the less fighting you have to do. That's an idea. Yeah, you're lucky you had boys. That's like run a tux, right? Easy. Easier, I think. So they're going to their friends. This isn't really Sophia's prom per se. She's going with a friend of hers as her date. Just a bunch of girls together, which I think is wonderful. Although, you know, so she's going to go to her friend's house and get ready and all of that jazz, because it's really not her prom. So she'll have fun. They'll have fun. They'll have a good time. Just a bunch of girls. None of them have boyfriends, so. I never went to my prom. Either one. I was dating a guy out of school, though. I was waiting for older guys. I don't even think I dated a younger guy. Ever. Ever. That's a fact. Just going to finger press these, because they are really starched. I don't starch everything, but tiny stuff, it behaves better. All right, Lauren, what are you doing? Go out with this one. In with this one. See, I told you my od's not in the game today. For some reason. There we go. Maybe I should pin it. Such an anti-pinner. I do love to watch Sojo, I think her name is. Yeah. That girl pins everything and like pins. And I enjoy watching her pin. I'm just not, just don't. All right. We'll see how this turns out. It'll be fine. Can't get my fingers to work today. Oy. Trying to do the chain piecing because I'm still using that thread that my machine doesn't care for, but we're doing it. We're using it. Levi, go lay down. Be good boy. All right, just a minute. You know, he went out like 20 minutes ago, right? No, about a half hour. But he's got to go out again. I'll be right back. Every live stream, creature of habit. Okay. It's very gloomy here today. I think it's rain for the rest of the week. Yesterday was gorgeous. It was like 80 and sunny, and oh, it was nice. Today, no, it was Monday. Monday was beautiful. Yesterday was okay. It did sprinkle a little in the afternoon, but today it's gloom and doom. Gloom and doom and just ugh. To okay, this one. So they're having prom at a ski resort around here. Very fancy. So that'll be kind of nice. And she's very excited. The first dress that she tried on, I really kind of liked, and it was one of her favorites. But it was different. It was just that's why I liked it. It was a ball gown one, but it had like little on the bottom. It had like ruffles all the way down, it kind of looked like an old-fashioned lampshade. But I loved it. It was different. She didn't end up going with it, but she really liked it too. It was powder blue. It was really pretty. She ended up going with a sage green kind of thing. I'll show you pictures next week. Um, it's like a sage green, and it was tighter fitting, but it had a lot of ruching. So, ruching equals forgiveness, right? It's tighter, but it's not showing every little lump and bump and whatever. And it has a little train on the back of it, and then it has kind of tighter and then goes out. It's really pretty. Um, but the green, both colors look great on her. Even like we tried on a yellow one. I had her try on a yellow one. That looked really good on her. She wanted red, but she is too white for red. Her Polish skin does not. It's like mine, we're too white for red. Washes us right out. So that was not a good choice. And the black, I don't know. The black was okay, but kind of too old for her, I think. Here's one. You would have liked to do the dress shopping? Oh, not me. Her mother was all about it. She met us at the mall, and her mother was pulling dresses left and right, and oh, try this one, try that one. I'm like, ugh. Her mother was loving it. It's not my thing. Shopping for anything really except fabric. Quilt store, I'm good. The rest of it, nope. Groceries, nope. I'm a big fan of the Walmart pickup. Clothes, absolutely not. That's childhood trauma right there. From being probably why I don't like shopping. Being 6 foot tall, when you're 13. Hi, Judy. And this is back, 80s, right? So I had to wear Levi's because it's the only, back then they didn't have tall women's stuff like they do now. So I had to wear boys Levi's. So I was traumatized for sure. For sure. Being 6 foot tall at 13 years old is not fun. But now I'm okay with it. Back then, it was awful. Just awful. Because I couldn't get clothes to fit right, and I was taller than everybody else. Probably why I never dated a boy in high school. They were always older. So that's probably my shopping trauma and why I don't like it. I'll let him in. Come on. Go lay down, be a good boy. Okay. He should be good. We'll see. All right. Lay out our next block here. Some of these fabrics are ugly, but they're so tiny. I mean, they are ugly. But a good way to use them. Because these are very little. Very little. Very anxious to see what this design ends up like. Look at that. I think this block, if I had to guess, and this is just a guess because I don't know, is like a border block. But I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure. I think there's another block that goes in between these. Which I'm gonna guess is a star block, but just guessing. I don't really know. Since I web this, we're still attached. Do this a lot. Especially since my machine doesn't like this thread. But it's going to use it anyway. As I said. I have to vacuum today. If my vacuum cleaner makes it. It's on its last leg with the belt, I can tell. And I have to get a new air filter thing for it. So I have to order that on Amazon, but it's I might make it with the belt today, maybe. We shall see. We shall see. And I think for the garden this year, because I haven't done a garden since I lived here. Gonna do maybe some container gardening. Because I want a zucchini plant, one. Just because I like zucchini and summer squash together. Usually put them in like a aluminum pan, on the grill with a little butter and some seasonings, and just let them cook on the grill when we're grilling. And then I like I love zucchini bread. But I also know you only need one plant because they produce so much. And I mean, I can freeze it, but you know, you only have so much freezer space too. So, and I want tomatoes and probably one or maybe two cucumber plants would be good. I think if there's anything else I really want, not much. So I might just throw those in containers and do it that way. Unless I can get my brother to tell me up a little spot. But I don't like to ask him this time of year because he's so busy planting and doing all that business that I hate to ask him to do something. The guy works his tuckus off between his farm and his full-time job. Now I could have my guy do it, and yeah, I might do that. Ask him if I could borrow his rototiller. There's an idea. I don't want a huge garden, just a little itty bitty one. Just a bitty bitty one. Hi, Terry. Brooklyn Fabric Company has older Tula at $7 a yard. What a deal. Newer cave for $12 or less. And a really nice sale on Free Spirit fabrics. Ooh. There goes Lisa the enabler. Well, you know, somebody's got to be. Lorraine Designs has some great fabrics at $7 on the sale rack. There we go. Anybody who's in the shopping mood. I need more backgrounds. That's what I need. I have a lot of scrap patterns I want to do. I need some background. Running a little low. Getting good at not hitting that button. Old habits are hard to break. Yesterday, I kept saying to myself, don't hit that button. The machine just sucks it right up. It's very hard after I finish sewing something not to reach over, and it's a very conscious effort. Which way are you going? There we go. This one. Hi, Giovanna. You're always in the shopping mood, just window shopping, though. Oh, girl, you can have my shopping mojo. Just the fabric. It's the only thing I'm interested in. The rest of it, nope. Nope, nope, nope. At least I had some good deals today, though. Oh. Here's another one. Okay, where am I? Hi, June. How are you? Okay. Well, I'm making progress for somebody who really wasn't in the mood. That's for sure. Good morning, Teresa Louise. Early where you are. Okay, look at this one. Almost hit it. I'm just going to lay out these ones because the pink ones, it doesn't matter. Actually, they said these don't matter either, but I'm going to pretend they matter. Just because. Okay. Stitch them down the rabbit hole. You have to get a table or a counter for your sewing machine. Do you recommend any certain brand? Anyone help her out? She has to get a table or a counter for her sewing machine. Do you recommend a certain height? I am the wrong person to answer that question because I'm 6 foot tall. So my height would be way different. I have this desk on, I think, boards or wood this high. So when I swing around, I don't get my knee caught. Yeah, I am tall. I'm very tall. You're only 5'2". Yeah. So everything is jacked up high for me. Does anybody have any recommendations? I mean, my stuff, this is just a regular desk. My cutting table is kind of funny. This thing back here, it was a brand new, in the public bathrooms, the dividers. It was one of those, and it was brand new. And put legs on it. It's sturdy though. It's not going nowhere. But that's what mine is. And mine, I don't know. That's what I use for a cut table. And I want to say, I'm not sure if this is jacked up higher than a normal one. It might not be. Because I usually sit and cut. This is 31 inches tall. You can get an adjustable table and make it to your body ergonomic. Yeah, you can do that. That would be a good idea. Because I don't know if you sit and cut mostly or stand and cut. I'm used to sitting. I have like a bar stool for this that I use, but I guess that's personal preference also, right? And I think I sit and cut because it's not tall enough to stand and cut without, I'm hunched over like, so that's why I sit and cut. Yesterday at Sew Day, I used a cushion from a sofa to sit on so I wouldn't be cutting at nose level. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Oh my. Oh, you're funny. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do, right? Just to make it work. There's another one. The last couple of days, they've been doing road work on our road, and they were replacing a culvert or something. I think that's what it's called. So there's no traffic. None. The window watcher, Levi, has never been so quiet. He was so quiet yesterday because there's no traffic going by, nothing for him to bark at. It was lovely. I enjoyed it immensely. You stand to cut. Giovanna stands to cut. Too hard to sit and cut for Joe. I don't know. I always have done it probably to save my back, right? I think we get used to something and we just do it. You have your cut table and bed risers. That's a good idea. But you stand. I sit on 4 pillows on my couch for all my injuries. I have to sit too high. High as in height. LOL. Yeah. Not as in alcohol, Terry. No, said Terry. No, of course not. You stand and cut at home. Yeah. It's probably one of those. It's one of those weird things where it's like you're this or you're that, right? Or it depends on where you are, maybe. But I always sit and cut. And I'm sure it's because if I stand and cut, I would have a backache. I would for sure. Well, I have to rip this one out. Look what I did. Let me show you. How many people have done this? 2 instead of 1. Kofi. Well, doing good though. We're what? Well over an hour in before I had to rip. Yeah, look at that. An hour and 3 minutes. Oh, an hour and 3 minutes. It might be a record. Here we go. Just one, Lori. Just one, not 2. Flip it over. There we go. Back to regular scheduled programming. Jordan Fabrics is having a pattern sale, 20% off. Oh, pattern code is 20% off all patterns. You're welcome. I might have to check that out. There might be one I really, really, really need. You know, can't live without. I have to cut it. Your craft slow Joe is blocked at the moment. Aw, I know. Wasn't really in the mood today. But I'm happy I'm sitting here at least. See, that's what a YouTube channel does. Not only does it kind of keep you on task, but, you know, I'm sitting here sewing when if I wasn't on today, I would probably be couch rotting because I kind of feel, ugh. But at least I'm getting something done. So that's one advantage. I think we all have those days where you just don't feel like it. Right. No. You have your work area covered with a ton of things and don't like cleaning. Is it all craft things? My area is a mess. And in my defense, I used to have this big room, right? And now I'm shoved in a corner. That's what I tell myself. Well, it is true. I'm not lying to you. So, you know, I used to have this big area where I could spread things out and whatever. And now it's all in a corner. But my table right now is a hot mess. It really is. So they started sorting it yesterday and then got all diverted. Oh, let me make this black because, you know, the book's open and I got scraps here. But I did get 3, 6, got like 6 blocks done. And came right out of that. They all came right out of that scrap then. So that was a win. I didn't get my table cleaner off though. I switch between sewing and cross stitch. I'm usually in the mood for one or the other. That's good. Put my cutting table on bed risers. Yeah. Me too. When my daughter returned home, I had to give up a room where I was doing my crafts, and now still, yeah, that's tough, Gianna. I know. I know the struggle with that. Another one. Um, it is tough. Uh, yeah, you would be shocked at how much clutter goes away with 10 minutes of tidy. You're right. And um, what else did you say here? I talk myself just to do 10 minutes and then you can play. You're right. That's a good thing. And my mother used to always drill it in our heads. Leave it neater than you found it. Right? That does work. It's been bad lately. Just, you know, I don't know. Just not good. The same. This one. Oh, there it is. Just making sure I'm laying it out right. Kids on the bus. One gone, one home. When do they get out of school, Sandra? Do they go late like ours do? Ours don't get out until I think like June 20th or something crazy like that. You have to do you. Yep, you do. You have to find what works for you. Losing sight of what I did with my squares. June, not that late. Yeah. I think for Memorial Day weekend, because we didn't use all our snow days, so they're getting an extra day there. Um, but yeah, we go late June. Levi. Levi, come here. Come over here. Hey. Oh my God. Is it the mailman? One more. You don't have dinner today? What are you going to do with yourself? Probably make a whole new quilt. Your snow days are added to the end date. Yeah, they don't do that here. I think they wanted a longer Memorial Day weekend. That's my guess. Nine-month checkup. Hard to believe she's 9 months already. My goodness. Poor thing. I can't believe she's 9 months already. She get shots? Probably, more than likely. So you get a whole sew day, Sandra, all to yourself? Yes, just the bus at 3:40. Woohoo, girl. So what are you going to work on? What quilt is going to get your attention? Hey. Don't feel like cutting 244-inch squares. I don't blame you. I don't feel like adding borders, but I'm going to. I'm gonna do it. Just to be done. Because starting next week, I tell myself, one day a week, I'm going to be at the kitchen table quilting on either this or my Bailey. My Bailey would be better. I have to go get it. It's over at my daughter's still. More drunkard paths and axes it is. I have to cut some axes for camp too. I actually got to find my bag. I think it's in the closet because that's the only time of year I do it. There's another one. So this was pretty productive for not being in the mood, and I'm not kidding. I was not in the mood today. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 of them done. So this is good. This is good. Even a little bit moves things forward, right? Aspen loved helping me with Hexies. Aww. I for this, when I do the half square triangles, I use the paper, and the girls rip the paper off for me, which is great. They love doing it. Put them to work, which really helps me out. So I think I do have to do some laundry and then get to those borders today. I'm going to do them. And I will post a picture when I'm done. First, I'm going to whip up another block for Randy. She would hand you the paper and the fabric. Aw. Borders are a must. Yes. Borders and binding. At least make the binding, you know. I like to do it when I finish the quilt. So after I quilt it, I don't have to, it's always with it. I fold them in there together and then I'm good to go. So that's what I plan to do this afternoon. Got a couple of loads of laundry and Ronnie loved her quilt. Oh, I bet. It was beautiful. All right, Lisa. Thanks for being here. Stop by next Monday for sure. Took it with me and gave it to her. And she used it. Aw, that always makes your heart happy, doesn't it? Thanks, Lisa. That always makes your heart happy when it's happily received, and you know, we hope people like our stuff, but your daughter always takes your paper off. Yeah, it's great because I don't like taking the paper off. Well, I don't mind if I'm watching TV or something, but if they want to do it, it's busy work for them, right? Gives them something to do. That's less time bickering for the two that live in my house. They can sit there and rip it off together. Yeah, everyone have a great day. Thanks for keeping me company when I really wasn't in the mood to do anything. So I call it a win. I got 6 blocks together and had a nice chitty chat. And this afternoon, I am doing those borders. So everyone have a great day. And when I get the borders done, well, I don't know. I have to take it outside to do the picture. But I will post a picture for sure. Check out Marie's channel at noon. She's always fun. She cracks me up. And she has nice little giveaways and fun. So Marie's Scrappy Creations. And I will see you all later. Thanks for keeping me company. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.